everybody. This is Nikhil from ThinkDigit, and in front of me is the BlackBerry Z30. First up, this is BlackBerry's largest phone. This is their latest phone, and it sports a pretty large 5-inch display. Um, Usually, BlackBerry has had problem with touchscreen devices, as you'll remember with the Torch and the Storm, but this one is a full-fledged touchscreen phone, and it works quite well as well. So here are certain things that you should know about this phone. So first up is the default home screen. This also doubles up as a task manager. So whenever you open an app and you exit it, you can just exit it back to the home screen, and it works as a widget as well. Now the biggest feature of the Z30 is the messaging hub, the BlackBerry hub. So when you swipe from the bottom of the screen, you get a peek at what all notifications are waiting for you. Then you just swipe to the right and you enter the main hub. You can just take a look that these are all the email accounts, the accounts that are associated with this phone at the moment. Overall, the phone works quite well. As a touchscreen device, the response is excellent. One thing that I must point out is the keyboard. The touchscreen keyboard is absolutely the best that I've ever seen on a phone, as I can show you right now. So as you can see, the keyboard is very accurate and very responsive, and as a result, it can really help in extremely fast typing. So if you want to work on documents or anything else, or type out a lot of messages, this keyboard definitely will help you do that a lot quicker. A lot of times, BlackBerry enthusiasts tend to be a little wary about their touchscreen phones, but I can absolutely say that even if this phone does not have a hardware QWERTY keyboard, the touchscreen keyboard can absolutely replace that, and it's as good, if not better, than a hardware QWERTY keyboard. So moving on to the overall design of the phone, I've had people come up and tell me that it looks like the HTC One, and from a distance it absolutely does, especially because of the silver accent at the bottom of this all black, all glass display. It's not the slimmest phone, but it's not very thick either, and again, it's not very light, but it's also not the heaviest phone that you'd get at this price segment. One of the disappointing aspects of the phone and the design is the build quality. At first glance, the build quality seems fine, it seems perfect, but if you'll notice, if I do pry out the back panel of the phone, you'll notice it's just extremely thin plastic. Now that's not great. When the back panel is on the phone, it does not seem like it's flimsy, but once it's off, you realize it's extremely thin. So that's something that's disappointing, especially for a phone that costs 40,000. And I mean, BlackBerry can do better. They showed that they could in the Z10, which had a much better build. Well, moving on from the design, let me just talk a little bit about the other features of the phone. The phone has an 8MP camera, which is about average. It surprises in parts, especially under daylight shots. It manages to take pretty good shots under daylight, but it, like most other cameras, fails under low light. It brings in a lot of noise under low light. The camera is okay if you want to put up the photos on social networks, but not really if you wanted to replace a point-and-shoot camera. That's about it from about the Z30. Overall, I'd like to say that if you are a regular BlackBerry user, if you've been a BlackBerry user in the past, and you are looking for a touchscreen upgrade in the BlackBerry ecosystem, then the Z30 would definitely make for a good buy. If you are a person who puts a lot of preference on messaging and social networking and wants a good keyboard on the phone, then again the BlackBerry Z30 would be a good buy. However, if you're looking for the absolute best in everything in terms of media playback and screen quality, or the slimmest or the lightest phone, then there are much better options out there. You have the Xperia Z1, you have the LG G2, you have the Galaxy S4, the HTC One. These are all much better, well-rounded phones as compared to the Z30, especially considering the fact that the Z30 costs about 40,000, which is again very similar to what those other phones cost. So to sum it all up, buy the Z30 if you're a BlackBerry user, if you've been a BlackBerry user or you're heavily into messaging and social networking. Don't buy it if you're looking for the absolute best smartphone that money can buy at 40,000 or thereabouts. The BlackBerry Z30 gets an official digit rating of 3.5 out of 5.